Hey, it's V with 85th and Wade. Thanks for joining me today. Now, this is the third and final installment of Pattern Palooza 2023. So I've gone over my first segment, my Butterick and my Vogue patterns. For segment 2, it was my Simplicity and my New Look patterns. I didn't have any Berta patterns for either of these segments. And for the final installment here, we are doing Know Me and McCall patterns. So again, you know, I've been on this pattern consumption, if you will, over the last 4 months or so. Some really great patterns have come out, some older ones that I wanted to get, some things for Dress a Girl Around the World, and other ministries I wanted to get to support those efforts as well. So for this one, it'll be Know Me and McCall. And all of these were purchased in store. So hopefully they are still in the drawers at any of your local retailers, and definitely online at simplicity.com. So I'll start with Know Me because I don't have as many of these as I have for McCall's. And I'll start with the newer one, which is 2033, ME2033. So when I first seen this, and I believe it was on Instagram, and I'm like, yep, where are my keys? It's time to get in the car. Like, oh my goodness, this was so cute. I really, really like it. And I didn't know at the time, or maybe I didn't pay attention or didn't remember, that it was actually a sleeveless version and a short sleeve version for the bodice. So that's really nice. When I do this, it will more than likely be the short sleeve version. And then of course, you know, the bottoms with it as well. I have 2 colors in mind that I want to make this out of. I'm just gonna have to figure out if I can find them, because I want to make this in linen for sure. So if I can find them, great. If not, then, you know, that's fine also. I'll figure it out. If I don't find them before the end of summer, that's still gonna be okay, because they're pants, I can wear them in the fall. Where I am, it stays warmer a little longer, so I'll just use some, you know, color appropriate, I guess, colors if you want to, season appropriate colors, and make it for the fall. But yes, I had to definitely grab 2033. As far as notions, let's see, it just says you need some elastic, so that's a win. And I don't see interfacing, but we shall see when we dig into this. Okay, so the next one is 2020. And oh my goodness, this dress, yes, I was like, okay, I could do this. I have it in me. I'm gonna pump myself up and we're gonna make this happen. But I really do. I really like, well, one, I like her color selections for the dress. I thought that was really cute in terms of contrast. And I like the pockets. It's like utilitarian, but a really sexy utilitarian look. Yeah, I like the dress. So again, I'll try to figure out if I go with 2 colors, we'll see. But definitely want to jump into this dress as well. And it'll be the one with the sleeves, probably then the sleeveless version is what I'll actually do. As far as notions, you just need some buttons and some single fold bias tape. And yes, this does need interfacing, so hopefully it won't be too much that we'll need as far as interfacing. So that was ME 2020. Now ME 2007, another one by Kichi B Style. This came out at 2022, I believe, fall of 22. This was one of their original releases that I just hadn't gotten around to grabbing. It took, I think, my Joann's Forever's one, first of all, to get them. And then I've seen a number of people make this. They have all said they enjoyed it. They really liked it. So I'm really anxious to get into this one. I actually like her solid color. A lot of folks have done like the contrasting waistband with theirs, but I really like this monotone look that she has with this, the one, with the exception, I guess, of the contrast of the zipper But other than that, I like that solid color look. So maybe if I can find some ribbing and some fabric that complement each other, I can do it that way as well. But I just think it's really cute, really comfortable. One, really comfortable. And then something, yeah, you could dress up or dress down and wear to just about anything and be justified in it. So that's ME2007. And then finally, another one from the fall, I believe, of 2022. This is a skirt, pants, and jacket. Yeah, and I thought that was really cute. So what I like the jacket. I wasn't sure about the bottom of it, like if I could pull it off. So we shall see if I can. But I think it's really cute. And I just noticed that she had a contrasting band on her larger picture. So that's really nice. On the smaller picture, it's, you know, pretty much the same color or complementing colors. But yeah, this was another one. We'll see. It says average. And as far as notions, oh, you need some grommets and some purchase ties and a zipper, separating zipper and an invisible zipper. Yeah, so this is another one of those. It is going to be truly slow sewing, which is okay, but very intentional. So I don't expect to, you know, really knock this out in a week. It might be 2 or 3 weeks, we shall see. But I do like the look. Okay, so those are my Know Me patterns. Now, as far as my McCall patterns, yeah, so I have a few McCall patterns. Most of them are older patterns with a few new ones. So the first one being 8389. This is a skirt, and I believe this is, yeah, released in this 2023. And so you have 3 variations of a skirt. It's a longer skirt, straight skirt with a yoke and then just straight. You have a short skirt. It could almost be like a denim skirt, but you could probably, you know, make it in just about any fabric. And then one that has, is long, but has some gathering in it. So depending on how difficult or not you want to make it, this is an average skirt. And as far as notions, you need a zipper, either an exposed zipper or a separating zipper, and you will need some interfacing with this. So I just thought this was cute. When I do it, I'm gonna try for C. That's my stretch, but A would be me all day. So between A and C is what I'll probably do. Okay, next is M8384. This is a dress in 3 variations. I really like view B. Yeah, I really like view B. Those stripes are nice. We'll see if I make it with stripes or either something, you know, printed, non-directional, or just a solid. This is average as well. It does have interfacing, and the only thing you need for it is buttons. So that's really cool. You will have some lining with this, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, this I thought was a cute dress. Again, I'm stretching myself with the dresses, y'all. Okay, M8383. Now, I thought this was so cute. I don't think I've made, well, I've made a couple bodysuits that were couture, well, one that was truly couture and one that was just close fitting. So this will be, I think, maybe one of my first dresses that's actually couture or close fitting, if you will. This is for stretch knits, obviously. It comes in 2 variations. While I like the square neckline, I think I would go for view B. Now, whether or not I go that long, because this is pretty midi length, and then this is knee length, the shorter one. The other thing that I liked about it is that it has an open back. So there's some exposure back there. So I thought, okay, you can look like, oh, that's cute, girl. And then, you know, you kind of just move to the side so they can get a rear view and like, oh, okay. Yeah, a little more in the back. So with the slit in the front, the exposed back, I think that's really cute. So we shall see, we shall see. I have some health goals I'm trying to get to, so maybe when we reach those goals, we'll see me in this dress. But it is going to get done. So this is, okay, so this one I think is, yeah, this is my last new one. This is 8381. I did not buy this to be a robe. When I saw this, and this is vintage 80s, when I saw this, I was like, this is a coat. I don't know why this lady is wearing this in her house. This is like a coat. Like, this is a coat to be worn outside. And I want to make this as a coat. Because it's a robe, I'm hoping. And actually I have some old sheets that I'll probably use as a tulle or muslin, whatever you want to call it, just to see if I can get the range in my arms. Because again, because it's a robe, I'm thinking that it is fairly loose everywhere. And then if it fits good, I am making this as an outdoor garment. I think this is so cute. I do like the ruffles here at the top. I like the way the cuff or the sleeve is there. Obviously it's long. It has ties at the top. There's a couple buttons there, so I have to figure that out, like, you know, what closures I actually want with it. And it may just be the tie at the top and it's just something that's, you know, loose. Cause like I can see this, really I can see this as a fall and a spring coat or jacket. Like not necessarily wool or anything heavy for the winter time, but just a throw on top. So we'll see. This will be my experiment. But this is a Laura Ashley vintage reprint, and so 8381. So, but this is a newer one for 2023. Okay, so now some of the older ones that I picked up, and we just have a few more, is 8365. This might be a new one too. Let's see. Yeah, 2023. Okay, so this is the last one for 2023. This is an average. I picked it up because I do like views A and B. A just has a high collar, B actually has a hood. I think this would be, you know, really nice for if you're doing any walking or running, exercising outside in the either cold mornings or cold evenings, depending on what time you do that. Also, if you are just wanting to just put on something comfortable and run to do errands, this will absolutely work for that as well. But it is a jacket in 3 variations. And again, you can either do just a high collar or an actual hood. Now, this waist, I really wasn't paying attention to it at first, but these are like sections. So you'll have a lot of sewing to do in this piece. And this is for either of the 3. Like there's no getting away from it because each of those pieces have to be sewn together and then sewn to the bodice, it looks like, or that's what I'm imagining is how you put this together. So just know going into it, there's a lot of pieces to put together, but I think it's really cute. Okay, so for some older ones was M8347. Again, this is average. This is pretty much just a poncho. I do like version A of this. I like that tie there. A or C, I think I would do. I don't know if, I don't like B. I don't like all that's happening right there. So I think that's what's throwing me off with that. But I do like A as a solid or just one print. And then B, it doesn't have the tie in it, but it does have the 2 pockets there. So I think those are really cute. So either A or C is what I would do with this. And of course, this would be more towards the fall time, and it does say average. And as far as notions, you just need some snaps or some buttons, but you do have just a little bit of interfacing, so that's okay. Last 2 is M8259. This is a learn to sew pattern, and it's a skirt, comes in 4 variations. It's a tie skirt, so that's really cool. And then you can do a couple different hems with it. So you can have a curved hem, you can have just a regular long hem. That actually looked like a high-low, but maybe not. But it comes short, medium, long. So again, depending on, you know, what your comfort level is. But it does say very easy. As far as notions, I'm really not seeing any. That could be a plus. Very easy with no notions. You do have some interfacing, so keep that in mind. And this is for wovens, not blends. But I thought that was nice. Learn to sew. So, and this is a level 1 learn to sew. So yeah, I guess you won't have many to any notions for that. So for this one, I do like, you know, I may try B just to see if I like that style. If not, I would go with D, version D would be my first choice. And B would be if I'm feeling a little adventurous. So that's 8259. And then lastly is 7910. Now, I already have this pattern. And I made it last year. And I made it for, it was a collaboration and also for the Sew Rump Jump Play challenge. However, I have some inspiration to make this again. So I wanted to, I think I did cut that pattern. So I wanted to get it again just to have a complete pattern. And because I think somewhere along the way it was like maybe it was just too big on the bodice around the neck, and that could have been totally me and how I sewed it, and maybe I stretched it or whatever. But I have an inspiration look for this, and so I wanted to get it so I can cut it out again and then make the necessary changes for that look. So, you know, I just picked this one back up just to have it as a backup. But I enjoyed making that pattern. I do have a video about that, and you know, I can leave it in the cards or at the end of this video to let you guys take a look at that if you haven't seen it. But this is my last one, 7910. I do recommend this pattern, and I did when I did the review as well, because you have a number of looks here. So, I mean, you have 6 different pieces, or 6 different pieces, 3 different tops. What is it? 3 different tops and 3 different pants or something like that. So, I mean, you could use this over and over again, different fabrics, different tops and bottoms, and no one would know it's the exact same pattern that you've used. So I would highly recommend you grab this if you can still find it in the drawers. I believe it is still there. I know there was one other one that I think that they were going to discontinue making, but this one should still be available as well. So those are all of my Know Me and McCall patterns. This is the end of my pattern palooza. I think I'm pretty good right now. This is July, so you know, more than likely early fall will be releasing over the next couple or few weeks or so, probably by the end of August, if not before then. So be on the lookout for those. I think I'm pretty set right now, and I have a lot of patterns, so right now it's just primarily if there is something that is released that I absolutely don't have is what I'll be looking for. And you know what? I didn't do any of my indie patterns that I picked up. So there may have to be a part 4. There may have to be a part 4 to this, because there were a couple of indie patterns that I picked up that I should definitely highlight. So this is segment 3, possibly not the final now. I may do, and the indie patterns, I didn't get as many, so that won't be as long, but yeah, let me see if I can put together a bonus episode, if you will, for Pattern Palooza with some of my indie patterns. But let me know if you have any of these McCall or Know Me patterns, if you sewn them up, how did you feel about them? You know, with this last summer release of all of Simplicity Patterns, which is on their website, you know, how did you feel about any brand over the other? You know, let's talk about it in the comments. Like I said, for this year's, what was it, New Look Summer, there really wasn't anything, and as you see, I didn't get a lot of the new patterns from any one particular brand. Maybe Butterick would have been the most, or was it maybe Simplicity actually would have been the most that I've gotten of any of the brands for summer of 2023. But again, those were still pretty sparingly for all of the brands, but I am being more selective. So Hopefully you'll have a bonus episode which includes my indie patterns for Pattern Palooza 2023. Thank you so much for joining me on my sewing journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye.